Taurus, okay, you are the first of the earth signs that I'm doing. Welcome back to those who have been following me, and thank you so much for the new subscribers. And if you're new here, thank you for being here. I'm doing the format slightly different at the moment. I am now just doing the, just for possibly this month. I don't know what next month will bring. I've had a lot of personal changes in my life as well. So I am only able to set up the camera in a way that just does the what's called a faceless videos. So without any further ado, I've got a few cards on the table. They're all varied according to how they fall out when I'm shuffling and thinking of your energy. And I have two cards that popped out from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for you. We're starting with this from Colette Baron Reid deck. So let's have a look. All right, so okay, Taurus, we've got milk and honey. So this is about you wanting greater things in your life, perhaps a bit more freedom, a bit more playfulness, and certainly maybe good fortune coming in after all the effort that you have been putting out. So let's look at the second card actually. Yeah, I feel like some of you as well, maybe you've had to take some time out. Maybe some of you do need to take time out. All right, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but I'll do my best to cover what I am kind of getting in order to from the cards. So just sticking with the regeneration card for the time being, this will be a really good time for you to regenerate. So the ones who may be overworking, out of balance, whatever needs to regenerate, I will say it is a good time to do that, for you to come back to this sort of sense of playfulness. Okay, some of you maybe have been taking time out and now you're feeling all ready to go and be playful and start putting your energy and putting your light out there. Milk and honey for me, this card as well, is the sweetness of life. There's something very sweet coming in. There's going to be a message that you're going to be receiving through an unexpected source. It's just going to suddenly show up. You're going to find that there is something that is going to nurture you in a way that you were not expecting. Okay, some of you could have gone through quite a bit of a challenge, I would say as well, that has hindered your, maybe made you feel kind of quite down, Taurus, or maybe things have turned an unexpected turn that you didn't see coming. But you have to trust that perhaps what's happened here is it's for your own good. Okay, I tend to have found that when there's been unexpected changes, or people have let me down, or whatever life seems to throw at me, that I tend to now always just trust and believe that it is happening for me and not to me. Okay, so we really don't always see all our details in life, and we have to trust that the universe is putting everything in place for the right things to come through and for the right things to grow. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but there are few tiny leaves in these branches. Okay, and sometimes things have to be burnt down. This always reminds me of sort of the like as if a volcano's gone off, and these are the embers, and out of that sort of dark or very arid time, there's something growing again. Okay, sometimes this card for me also follows for some of you could be a tower moment. All right, where maybe things have been completely clipped out of your life, or you've had some difficult conflicts as well, and somehow you have been feeling that you need to kind of regather yourself, perhaps review things as well, and maybe regenerate your ideas and your ideals. But you are feeling excited, I'd say, Taurus, and you have every reason to be. Okay, so if some of you are not at this stage, trust that it will be happening and it will be coming to you. There's something definitely wants to come in, and I feel that while you're in waiting phase, some of you could be in the waiting phase as well, just to trust and start assessing the situation as well. Make sure that you're balanced well in yourself, in your diet, in your physical practices as well. Okay, it's really now a time for all of us to be doing some meditative work as well. So it's very important that you just keep yourself balanced. Okay, if you've got anybody coming in and sort of having a go, or being foolish, or just challenging, all right, just see if you can take the high road and see them for what they are, see them for how they're behaving, and just keep yourself centered and balanced, because this is really important. I do feel like some things definitely wants to come in, but you might have to release some things as well. Maybe some of you have already made that step, moved on to new pastures, You know, you are now opening up yourself to a new opportunity to come to you, okay? You might have felt scattered as well, maybe with the changes that you've made or the changes that have been enforced, and you feel that you haven't got much left in you. You know, these leaves, again, you know, sometimes the leaves do have to shed itself in order for new growth to happen. So, but trust, because that you know, you guys in Taurus, this is really positive that you're moving on to something really new and wonderful that's going to bring you a lot of sweetness. And in the central card here, you've got 2 as well that came out as I was shuffling. And this is from the Queen of the, what's it called? Queen of the Moon Oracle. Okay, I love her cards. And you've got the card of abundance. I mean, really, I mean, those 2 cards are quite similar in its abundant formula. I mean, you know, you've got everything you need for, you know, the playfulness. You've got the rainbow there as well, you know, a sign of good tidings, good fortune, and, you know, change coming through. And here we've got the card of abundance as well. And this is a harvest moon, or hunter moon, beg your pardon. But again, I feel that this is also a time where, you know, it's autumn time. So I think by autumn, and by October, November, you're going to have some significant change that is redirecting you, okay? And you're going to start feeling excited and certainly abundant as well. I feel like a lot of you have been doing the work. We've got the card of wisdom here as well, but maybe some of you have been studying quite a bit, maybe doing the spiritual growth, you know, and you've grown, you know, and maybe you're living out of that growth now as well, somehow seeing the signs of maturity, you know, and maybe everything that you've learned, okay? Sometimes, you know, you can be surrounded by people who might just talk the talk, but really don't embody the knowledge, okay? And I feel those who are listening to this, there's a message for you here that there is something that you've been, you know, you're kind of elevated yourself, okay? And you've been learning through what you've been reading, or the materials that, you know, it could be a podcast, it could be, you know, some educational something, all right, that you, in life itself as well, okay, I'm getting as well. And now you're able to almost sort of hand pick your choices and make choices coming from a place of wisdom, which this card really for me signifies. Okay, I feel like you're able to select who you want to be around, who you don't want to be around. You're able to really kind of coast through these situations a lot easier and much better, because you've had the wisdom and ability to rise above situations and see people and things for what they are, which in effect is also going to really give you the opportunity to create your life in abundance. Okay, I'm just noticing the battery is about to want to quit on this camera, so I'm just going to very quickly move on. Okay, I was about to sort of say do some spiritual work. Okay, if you weren't not doing it, I really recommend that you guys do some spiritual work of some kind. All right, you know, here we've got the card of yoga, but my eyes have gone to the chakras in her system. So those who've been following me, you know, I'm a massive fan of the chakras. Tuning your up your chakras will really help you to pay attention and be really clear in the passage that you're going to make. All right, because I do feel that some of you are going to be faced with some options, and maybe you're even feeling a bit stuck and you don't know which way to go. But by honing in and tuning in and not being distracted by other people, and just really listening and tuning into your higher self, you will find that you can be guided. All right, some physical exercise, again, is a really, really good time to be doing this. We are, as I'm recording this, heading into the Virgo new moon, which is all about the mind, body, and spirit. And this is very much a time for you guys, Taurians, particularly you Taurians as well, because you're very much an earth sign. So you need to be earthed. You're tactile. You like the physical touch. You like the physicality of things. So exercise and any deep spiritual work will actually serve you very well, Taurians. Okay, this is really important for your freedom, a sense of freedom, so you know what to choose. So for some of you who are going, moving forward, like I said, some of you don't know what to choose. So if you're actually in a quandary regarding what to choose, this is really, really important, okay? Because when you are attuned to your body knows the truth. So, you know, you won't be overriding your senses just through the mind, but ultimately through trusting your body. Pay attention as well. Guys, just really pay attention to what you're feeling when you're walking, driving away, or moving away from a situation. you know, say you've gone for a job interview and you're thinking, oh, I don't know which way I want to go. Speaking of that, which is very interesting, because here we've got the 2 of coins that's popped out for you, which is very much about the indecisiveness, not knowing which decision to make. But if you notice, it's also surrounded by a halo of that infinity sign, which also means it's kind of a time where you can actually tune yourself to divine spirit and trusting that perhaps you need to surrender it to the divine spirit, but by tuning yourself into the zone, okay, you will able to make the right decision. Okay, something could also make you be you might have 2 choices, and both of them could be very exciting for you as well, but we've narrowed it down from not knowing to actually to potentiality, which is also great. Underneath that, you had 2 cards that popped out. I've got the 6 of Pentacles. So whichever decision that you need to make, I will say this to you guys, Taurians, make sure that it is going to be gainful for you, okay, and on every level, emotionally, in a way that you can communicate, in a way that gives you happiness, and all the other elements, okay, well, that you can actually even put yourself forward. Suddenly my eyes have gone to the cloak, where all the astrological signs, or rather planetary signs, are there. So this is a time for you to, you know, it's got its back. Maybe you're turning your back away from things that no longer feed you or nourish you, and it is really important, Taurians. I know for a fact, I have Taurus North Node, so personally this is really speaking to me. And if I turn the card over here as well, if you look at him, he's looking at his options. He's looking at, where shall I go? Where can I really be of service? Okay, now Virgo is also a sign of service, so this is a really important time for a lot of you, Taurus, again, because you're a very earthly sign. You cannot do something that doesn't have meaning for you, okay? Because also if you've got your sign is ruled by Venus as well, which is all about your values, what is important, what brings you beauty. So try not to remove yourself from that sort of thinking, and trust what could be coming in, because you will get maybe even 2 options, maybe 2 jobs, 2 opportunities. If you've got more than that, I would say just go towards what makes you feel the best, what makes you want to shine, perhaps what makes you want you to leap, a bit like here. If you notice the milk and honey card as well, okay, they're both very vibrant cards in their own way, that there's a lot of excitement, a lot of playfulness, a lot of charge to the situation. I also got the feeling there as well, looking at the rainbow for some reason, because rainbows are very synergistic, you know, sort of emblem, some sign. I feel like this is about where all your areas, all the right people, all the right chakras again, all the right planets are aligned for you to sort of be in charge. So it's not just one thing that's going to satisfy you. It's where are the elements of me am I going to find through this action? Okay, it could be in a relationship as well. Make sure that if somebody comes into your life very unexpectedly, that universe delights you with a possibility, that you check in with your senses and ask yourself, what makes me feel good here? All right, I do feel like some of you are definitely going to be moving forward into something new. Okay, it could be a complete career change. Do not doubt it. Do your research, assess the situation. Perhaps there's something that you've not considered before. Some of you could actually be going into more of the holistic arts as well here with this card of yoga. So again, if you've had an interest in some Reiki or some yoga or some bio rhythm type movements, or it could be yoga nidra, it could be Nia dancing, some holistic exercise or stretching, either personally for yourself to regenerate yourself, will be very, very good at this time, or even taking it in as a possible career. Okay, is there anything else I want to say here? I'm just having a quick look at the bottom of the deck. No, I just feel that there is going to be something very fated, Taurians. Go with it. Use the wisdom that you've gained. Something that would definitely be calling you, and you're going to certainly feel far more abundant and richer in your life than you have for a very long time. And I can tell you something, Taurians, things are really going to be balancing out, and I think justice will be done. There's some karma here that is going to present itself that you're going to be really, really pleased with, and even be able to sort of recognize that you've come a really long way. All right, Taurians, so well done, Taurians. I really want to say that you have done very well. I think some of you, hopefully this will speak to you, that you really have got somewhere in your life that you should be proud of. Okay, it could be an inner shift, but whatever it is, that just know that this is your kind of homecoming, okay, that is going to give you a lot more freedom. So I'm going to leave it here for you, Taurians. Love you and leave you. Thanks for listening. Do subscribe if you haven't, and if you're new to my channel. Otherwise, you do want some private readings, specific readings, I am available and taking bookings right now. So do look at my link below. That will take you to my booking form. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening. Bye for now.